When you create a PowerPoint for 1for50 and would like to use the 1for50 standard colors, it will help you if you have a 1for50 standard colors palette saved in Microsoft PowerPoint. Head over to the file that you were sent. This is 1for50 colors PowerPoint. Right now these colors are set to be the Microsoft Office standard colors, but we want to change our color palette to match the outer ring of each of these circles. To do that, go to Design and over to the Colors Themes tab. Select Colors, and in the list you can see that Office standard colors are selected. Go to the bottom of the list and click Customize Colors. Here you see a listing of all of the colors that is in this particular set of colors. We want to change these colors to our 1for50 standard colors. To do that, we'll need the information on this PowerPoint screen. When you click on the first box, Text Background Dark 1, it brings up this Colors panel. At the top, you might be selected on Color Wheel, but select the second heading that says RGB Sliders. And you can see on this slide at the bottom it says Hex Color Number and a place to enter that number. Each of our colors has a hex colored code. For indigo, our code is 141743. We're going to enter that code into this hex color number box. Click Enter, and it adjusts that first box color to our 1for50 color of indigo. Our next color is white. It's the same as the Office standard color. You can see that the hex code is the same, so there's no need to change there. The third box, Text Background Dark 2, we need to change to blue. This blue color has the hex code of 1191CD. This is not case sensitive, so you don't have to worry about capitalization. After clicking Enter, we can continue on to the fourth box, Text Background Light 2. The outer ring is a gold or a light pale color. There's a simpler way to do this that you may already know, and that's to use the eyedropper tool. You can go to the outer ring, hover over, and select the color, but I would discourage using this for setting up your colors because, as you can see, sometimes the color variation is slightly different. Here, the hex color code ends in a 2, whereas you see our standard hex code ends in a 1, EECE1. So I'm going to make sure that I'm using the hex color number and making sure that that number accurately represents the number code on the screen. Click Enter and continue with the remaining accent colors as well as the hyperlink and the color of the followed hyperlink. Once you've updated the colors in the boxes to the left, and at the bottom of the screen you'll see you have to name it. I would recommend naming it something like 1for50 standard. And then you can find this saved color palette anytime you access PowerPoint. You can see already the standard colors have shifted to our 1for50 color palette. And this is a setting now that's saved for this particular presentation, as well as it becomes available to you anytime you open up a new presentation. I'm going to simply draw a simple shape so that you can see something with colors. When I right-click on the shape, I can select Format the Shape. Before doing anything, I can see in my colors that I select that it's this blue color, and it comes from the standard Office palette of colors. This is not our 1for50 blue, but because I already have the saved 1for50 standard colors, I do this simply by going to Design, Color Themes, and select the 1for50 standard that I just created. You can see now that the color of my shape changes to our turquoise color. I can change it to any of the 1for50 colors in our palette by going over to Format, Color, And you can see here that all of our 1for50 colors and their variations are listed. I can select it as blue, I can change it to indigo, or even to purple, or any shades of those colors. This is a valuable tool for you to use to create a 1for50 PowerPoint using the 1for50 branded colors.